Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. It's been a hot minute since I've made a video, although that technically isn't true. It's been a hot minute since I've made a video on this channel, but I've actually been quite busy in the video making world recently. My friend Lauren Lipman has been using me as her editor, and I've also been helping with her online community, getting ready for live streams when she has any big Taylor Swift news to share and stuff like that. If you're familiar with her channel, if you've maybe came from her channel, hey, nice to see you. And I'll probably see you back there. It's been a hot minute since I've made a video for this channel, but I've definitely still been around on YouTube, still keeping up, and I hope you're all well. Anyways, today I wanted to turn the camera on and make my own video because I've said in the past how I want to be more minimalist. I don't want to spend money on things that I don't need. Those rules have basically went out the window recently. There's been a lot of things that I've bought because I've been excited about them and I feel like I must get them now or I'm not going to be able to get them again, or they're going to be much more expensive and things like that. I've had so many packages come to my house. I really wanted to make myself more accountable for those spends, so I decided today I wanted to turn on the camera. We'll do a little unboxing as well. You can see what the items were. We'll discuss the full cost of them to me, and whether I think it was worth it. I'm going to turn this into a little mini-series, but hopefully it's only a little mini-series. I don't really want this to be a recurring theme on my channel. I'm really hoping in a couple of weeks' time the packages stop coming to my house and I don't have anything to make content on anymore. That's my dream. So if you want to subscribe to my personality, go ahead. And if you want to leave a comment down below or a little like on the video if you enjoyed it, please do. Let's continue the conversation down there and let's get started. The first purchase of mine that started off this entire spending spree was signed copies of Taylor Swift's album Evermore. Evermore came out in December and the vinyl was released in May, and in order to kind of boost sales around about that time, they also put out signed copies of Evermore. There's usually a smaller amount of albums available for international fans, so much so that when I went to buy, the international fan link was already sold out, but it was still possible to buy up to 4 copies as somebody who was in the US. Obviously, I'm not in the US, I'm a British fan, but I do have a US forwarding address, which is basically US sellers send the item to a US address, usually a warehouse somewhere, and then that warehouse forwards it on to me for a fee. Overall, it's more expensive to use a US forwarding address, but ultimately, if it's the case between not getting an album at all and getting the album, then I don't mind paying a little bit extra just to get that service and get it directly to me. When it comes to Taylor Swift autographs, I like knowing that it came from her official store, or it came from her management, or it came from her record label or something like that. They make amazing gifts for people. Like, if you have this thing that seems absolutely impossible to get, and you give it to someone as a birthday present, you see them just looking like, wow, where did you get this from? How did this happen? And stuff like that. For somebody you really want to impress, they make a really good gift, so I have people in mind to gift my spare copies to. I'll go through the full costs at the end of the video, but for now let's go back to past Kate, who's about to unbox them. Hi everyone, it's Kate from the past here. Today I've received my Taylor Swift store order. In here is 4 signed Evermore CDs. I'm really impressed at like how thin it is. I expected it to be like a more bulky box, but it's really good that they can make it nice and streamlined. It's just so much more expensive the bigger the box is, so this is nice and compact. And I'm really excited to see what is in here. I don't want to get my hopes up about having an Evermore with a heart on it, because the chances of getting one of those is extremely small. I'll treasure it either way. Like, it's not something that I want just because of a heart. I'm not going to be seeking out another copy if I don't get a heart. It isn't like a measure of myself as a fan or anything like that. I don't feel like it's something I need to go and find if I don't have a heart. So this is it all wrapped up. Time to get the scissors. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I have like a pair of nail scissors that I use for everything. I use it for my nails, I use it for cutting off tags off clothes, I use it for opening boxes. When you're travelling and stuff like that, you always find yourself needing scissors, and nail scissors are a really good size for kind of getting things open without having like a really bulky pair of scissors. You can do a lot with nail scissors, so that's what I'm using to open this here. It's a little difficult to do this with one hand. Actually, that's easier than I thought it was going to be. The other thing I'm expecting in this box is some confetti, because the Taylor Swift store is known for throwing in Lots of cute confetti that's kind of themed to whatever's going on at the time. They had some lover confetti with hearts and things like that. Fearless, like for ages, like there's been like a themed confetti with every release. Okay, so here we go. Oh, we've got golden stars this time. Look at these wee guys. I don't think this is exciting to anyone other than me because these have probably been around for a while, but it's so cute. I really like the confetti. And it's something that you can recycle if you don't like it as well though, which is a really cute thing. Let's get the CDs out. So the CDs have been wrapped in some brown paper, which was then put inside the cardboard box, so I'm really quite happy with how those were packed. There is a small tear on the side here. That's possibly where somebody at the shipping company maybe opened it just to see what they were, because that's part of the service they provide. Yeah, certainly it's ripped over this side, so it looks like they've opened it to check what's in there. And this is similar to the photo that they sent me, just to show the contents of the CD, but they didn't show me the signatures, so I'm excited to see these. Okay, here we go. This is signature number 1. It's a little bit wonky. I thought that was a pen mark there, but it's a piece of paper that's kind of stuck to it there. I really like that. That's a nice clean signature. There is a bit at the side here where the pen's been a little bit underconfident. She's not really been sure about which direction it's going in, I think. The thing about the Evermore cover that I don't think people really give Taylor credit for is there's not very much space for her signature. Like, her head's really big on that. She's really had to cram it in there. And as well as the heart's taking longer, there isn't really that much room for one. Like, you could kind of get one above her head here, but trying to get that onto all of the album covers, it's a little bit difficult. I can see why she kind of got rid of the heart. Like, her hand is probably so sore signing these. Okay, so that's number 1. Here is number 2. I'm not looking at it yet. Let me get a shot of it. Lovely. So this one looks like a cleaner version of that first signature. These are very much sister signatures. That one's really cute. That's a really nice signature there. Again, no heart, but like I said, that's not important to me. When I look kind of closely, it has some smudging. Let me just zoom in on that. Yeah, this one's smudged a little. I don't really mind that. Like, I know some people who are like, I have a smudged signature, what should I do? Should I keep this one? Should I give it to the friend that I imported one for as well? I don't really mind smudging. You know, it shows that she's like put her hand on it. Like, that sounds creepy, but you know what I mean? Like, it shows that a real person has actually done it and it's not just something that's printed. I've just looked at the third one, and the third one is probably the cleanest of them so far. I do see slight smudging at the side there, which makes me think this is maybe the pen. It's the cleanest one so far, but when you really look at it in depth, you can see kind of, it's almost like bleeding, where the ink kind of bleeds into the area around the signature. That's 3 out of the 4 CDs. I'm not expecting a heart, and that's okay. I'm genuinely okay with that. I feel like the more I say that, the more people will be like, she's not okay with that, but I am genuinely okay if there's not a heart. I'm not expecting a heart. So many of these CDs don't have a heart. So I've just pulled out number 4 there, and as expected, there's no heart on that one as well. I'm genuinely okay with that. I know people are probably thinking, she's saying it so many times, she's not okay with that. But do you know, like, how entitled it sounds? If people are like, oh my god, I ordered these CDs and Taylor signed thousands of them and mine didn't have a heart. Do you know how entitled that sounds? There's so many people around the world who are big fans of Taylor Swift and aren't able to buy this merchandise, or they're not able to get the thing that they really want. Some people would be like killing for a regular version of Evermore. And here I am with like 4 sealed copies that she has put her hands on herself, or at least the booklets. It feels really, really entitled to say that I'm owed anything other than the signature, which is what I got. I paid to have a signed CD, and they've all arrived. They've all safely arrived. They're well packaged. I don't see any damage to them at all. I'm really happy with that. So I just opened my phone to go and check the prices that I paid for these. And then I got a text message to say that these items had arrived, which I obviously know already because I've just unboxed them. And then I put my phone away and I completely forgot to look at that memo, but I think it's actually on my computer instead. So I'm going to let other Kate of the future, figure that one out, and she'll get back to you with those total costs and overall feelings on this. So over to you, Kate. The Evermore CDs were $25 each, and the $8.64 shipping made my payment to the US Taylor Swift store a grand total of $108.64. This converted as £77.15. My CDs were sent to a mail forwarding company in the US, and I had to pay them for the onward transit of my order, including handling fees and taxes. I paid them $45.02, which converted to £31.92. Altogether, this order cost me $153.66, or £109.07. This means that each CD cost me $38.42, or £27.27. Final thoughts on this purchase. I have no regrets. My only regret is something that's outside of my control, which is that they're not more widely available. But that's not something really I can control, and even Taylor Swift herself can only sign so many copies of her album. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and want to help me out a little bit further, make sure to subscribe, leave me a like, and comment down below something about the video, or even just your favourite song on Evermore if you want, and that would really help this video perform well. Really help me out, I would really appreciate it. And thanks so much for watching, everybody. Cheerio! If you're wondering why my head hasn't been properly unshot for the entire video, it's because I have a really old faulty tripod, and when I put the camera at a certain angle, it will just randomly take a shot of the ceiling. It just won't stay in place, it will very gradually loosen, and it's very annoying. Ultimately what I'm saying is I'll probably be spending some money on a tripod at some point as well.